me like.
Hey, what's going on, lads and lasses? I'm TheSilverSlasher, and welcome back to the Pokemon X Randomizer Nuzlocke. In the last episode, we traveled back to Geosenge Town to go beneath the ground into the Team Flare secret base and come across this big old tree legendary thing, and now people are trying to stop us. So we're going to continue with that whole thing. I should also say, I should point out, it has been a little while. It has been longer than usual since we last saw each other, and to be entirely honest with you, just to be completely brutally honest, it's just because I have not felt like making anything. I have kind of, I guess for lack of a better word, been in a funk, and it's kind of just made me be like, I don't really have the drive to do anything cool or fun. I just kind of want to sit around, I don't know. I've been feeling like I can't make anything funny or cool. I don't know, because I've been thinking about like, well, if I'm gonna put off recording Let's Plays, I should record some bigger videos or something. But I've not really been able to come up with anything that I think I can do. Also, I'm really not sure what to use against Dragon here. It should probably be either Wingo or Hammond, but I don't know which one. I don't know which one. I'm gonna go for Hammond. I think he can do it. But anyway, yeah, I've just kind of been like, I've been struggling with feeling like I'm entertaining or funny, because the last few episodes of this series have kind of hurt me a little bit. Like, when I finished editing the last one... Ow, yeah, that hurt a bit. Okay. Well, since you're locked in Outrage, I can go out to Wingo now, because Wingo will resist that, and maybe you'll hit yourself in Confusion. You're very scary. But yeah, the last few episodes have been very boring, in my opinion. Like, I didn't even want to edit them. That last one, I seriously procrastinated until, like, 5 or 6 in the morning, because I was just sitting there like, I don't want to edit it because it's so boring, and I've just not been interesting or funny for a little while. It's been mostly just describing what's on screen, you know, like, and you're gonna get confused there, and I'm gonna go for the Poison Fang. Hopefully we'll get the 50% poison on you. Of course we didn't. You know, like, that's been every episode for a while now, and it's really been destroying me. Okay, I got really scared for a second because I was like, wait a second, if you have a dark move, you're gonna kill Wingo, but luckily it's still a dragon move, so even though it does hurt, we can deal with it, and we got the poison off on you. So I would say that this fight is as good as won, although it's going to take a little while for you to go down. But yeah, so I was sitting there, I basically sat around all day on the last recording day that I had planned, and I was just like, I don't want to record. I don't want to record because I'm just not funny or interesting anymore. You know, I just need to stop. And I just did that all day, and eventually I was like, I just need to tweet that I can't record anymore. Because I need to tweet that it's going to be a little bit, because I was just not feeling it at all. But either way, we're back now. Either way, now I'm back, and I'm ready to go. My throat's still bugging me. That was the first thing I was going to say, is I have to, I gotta try to not talk about things I've talked about 100 times before. And, you know, I feel like the coughing, Crash, and what was it? There was like 3 things, but definitely the coughing and Crash have been in like every single video for like weeks now. So I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop talking about those in the middle of videos. And, yeah, hopefully that'll force me to come up with some more interesting stuff to talk about. And hopefully I will be able to force myself to start working on a bigger video for you guys soon enough. But, I can't believe I haven't actually brought this up yet. I definitely did not break the cord on my headphones. And this is not an Apple earbud cord going into the headphone. It's not. I promise. Anyway, no way, this puts the no in no way. Contact Lysander, call for reinforcements. Bring that diggity dog down here. Alright, so... I believe this has the same function as the universal randomizer, where, my voice is still doing that stupid thing where the end of my words get cut off. I believe this has the same function as the universal randomizer, where we are going to get a random legendary, you know, from the big pool of legendaries. I don't think it's going to be Yveltal or Xerneas. There's a possibility it didn't work. We've had a couple things in this series not work, so that's always a possibility, but I think it should be a random legendary, and I don't know who the best option is. I think I'm just gonna defy all logic and throw our lowest level Wingo out there, because Wingo has just proven to resist things very well. I guess, you know what? I didn't even... For some reason, this didn't even cross my mind. Do I want to just Master Ball this, just so I don't have to deal with it? You know, because I thought X was the... Oh. I think X sorts your bag in a different generation, but in this one, it just closes everything, and I always forget that. I believe we got the Master Ball. I don't think it was randomized or anything. Yeah, we have it, so we can throw it, you know. I think I'm probably going to Quick Ball it. I don't know, it depends on what it is, because if you throw out something that I'm like, no one on the team can fight, I'll probably just Master Ball you, but otherwise, I think I'll try to Quick Ball. I mean, the thing is, though, like, what else am I gonna Master Ball? I guess it's just kind of nice to have around in case we come across another Legendary in the wild. I don't know, we'll see what you are, and we'll go from there. Yeah, show me your big spinny cutscene. God, this is so cool. It's almost a guarantee that Gen 8 is going to have some more cutscenes, but, like, man, I hope they have a lot more, because every time they do it, it's so cool. Like, I don't know, this looks so great, man. I love this cutscene. The surroundings of the Legendary here look kind of silly. It kind of looks like a big, like, Coliseum or something with all the seats up there, but, I don't know. That's a nitpick, you know. They don't really try with the backgrounds on these. You're supposed to be watching the giant rainbow deer in the middle. You know? I don't know how many other people watch a video of a giant rainbow deer forming from a tree and exploding and go, you know, the background looks kind of weird. Like, I'm focusing on the background instead of the rainbow deer egg tree. What's up, Xerneas? Ah, God. I think Xerneas and Yveltal... You know, never mind. I was gonna say, I think they're one of the best pairs of Legendaries we've ever had, and then I was like, the Legendaries have really never been bad. Cobalion. Okay. Alright, I mean, that's cool. I like Cobalion a lot. That's a good Pokemon, too. That's really good. Okay, alright, well, I'm glad the randomizer worked. What type are you? Are you rock? No, you're fighting steel. That's what it is. You're all fighting. There's fighting grass, fighting rock, and fighting steel. And then whatever Keldeo is. I never remember Keldeo because he's such a. It's like it's the Three Musketeers and Keldeo. It's like, oh, okay. So I don't really think there's anything you can do to Wingo, so I'm gonna go for the Quick instead of the Master. The Quick Ball notoriously works almost every single time when you're fighting real Xerneas and Yveltal. Not against Cobalion though. Sacred Sword, see that could hurt for sure. But we can take it. Yeah. I'm kinda thinking we'll just Master Ball you. You know, I mean, like... The other thing is, like, if we find a Legendary in the wild, it's not going to be as big of a level gap between our Pokemon and it as it is right now. I think it's best if I just Master Ball you. We went for the thing, let's just throw the guarantee. I like Cobalion a lot, so I'm actually really cool with this. I think this is a pretty cool catch, and we are not exactly in need of a Steel type, but Cobalion's still pretty good. Like, honestly, even though it's another Steel type, if we needed another fighting, I would also consider putting Cobalion on the team, because it's really good. That is a good boy. It has a body and a heart of steel. Its glare is sufficient to make even an unruly Pokemon obey it. That is pretty cool, especially since I know it just showed your height on screen, but I forgot to look at it. I think it said like 5 or 6'11", which is pretty tall, but like, I really would like to imagine like Guzzlord comes down, you know, this massive thing, and then Cobalion's just like, sup, and it's like, alright, I'll listen. Like, these crazy Pokemon. I am going to name you... I don't know where this came from, but I'm gonna go with Weston. I really have no idea where this came from, but Weston is now your name, and I'm cool with it. I am cool with it. Weston has been transferred to Box 1. Sweet. Oh! Add Xerneas to your party from the box. Does it... Should we do it? I kind of think no. I mean, it's... You know, it's like... Huh. I'm gonna say no. Yes, that's okay. I'm going to say no. We're going to do this with our own team. We don't need to... I was like, maybe we could, you know, get a sneak peek at what Weston can do right now. But no, I think we should take our own team into the big battle here. Man, dude, I just realized he's gonna have a randomized Mega. I hope he doesn't have something stupid. It's gonna be like Mega Blaziken or something crazy. What a relief, now they can't use the ultimate weapon. You're amazing, Kami! A legendary Pokemon wanting to be your friend like that, it's unbelievable. What a startling development. I never would have thought, you really were a chosen one. This is such an out-of-nowhere thing. He has never... It's just like, what? Like, so this is a mighty Xerneas? I expected more from a Pokemon called a legend. You desire help from people? You need help from a human? What's going on with that outfit? Is that really you, Lysander? It's him. Shauna, I know you're not too bright, but you should be able to tell that that's him. I mean, he's still Ginger Wolverine, he just has robot parts on him. Oh, whatever. Kami already beat you. What are you doing here? For me, victory is using the ultimate weapon. In order to do that, I need to reclaim the legendary Pokemon's power and send it to that weapon once again. I'll be taking the legendary Pokemon back now. This time, I won't lose. I too shall use the Mega Ring and Mega Stone that you researched during your travels. I kind of wish he didn't say that, honestly, and it was just a surprise. Or if they just showed that, it would have been like, oh, like we know what the Mega Ring is. Everyone would have been like, oh snap, he's got one. Also, he's got all these robot parts. He's got a freaking Thanos Infinity Gauntlet. Why isn't it in there? Why is it straight up still a ring? That's kind of silly. But anyway, Charmeleon. I guess they hadn't actually played around with it not being a ring yet, had they? Because I think, like, I think Oras was the first time they ever showed people using it without it being a ring. I think that's actually what happened, so never mind. But I really like that. I like that you can have like mega glasses and stuff like that, you know? Anyway, Charmeleon is here, so I'm going to go out and surf ya. You know, this is ultimate paranoia because there are like a lot of megas. You know, there are tons of megas. But I just had a thought of like, I knew you were gonna burn me. I could feel it in my soul. I just had the thought of like, do I need to save Fiesta in case you do have Blaziken? But the thing is, actually, I don't know if I would use... Oh, no, I actually would not use you for If he has Mega Blaziken, I can just send out Monfrey. I didn't even think about that. Alright, well, not scared anymore. Yeah, so you better miss Inferno. It's like 50 accuracy. I'm upset that you even landed one. Go ahead and do that. Maybe I should have healed up, because Charmeleon is kind of not scary, all things considered. You know, like, it's not like it didn't hurt a lot. It did pretty decent damage, but there are many stronger fire types and stuff. Basculin. Okay. Well, okay, I'll go to Jeremiah. What can Basculin do to Jeremiah? I don't think the answer is really anything. I really don't... Basculin is not a very strong Pokemon, I don't think. I don't know your stats? We'll put those on screen? But, like... I don't think you're very good. Like, not that. I mean, no offense, Basculin. I think you're a cool design and all, and I kind of like the idea of, like, the regional fish just being one stage, and it's just kind of consistently strong. Because you can't get Basculin for a while in Gen 5, I don't think. So it's kind of cool to do that, but the problem is that you're, like, not good enough to justify it. At least from what I remember. You outspeed Zekrom, though. I need to stop getting confused by that, because Zekrom is not fast. I mean, it's quick, but it's not fast. It's, moderately fast. You know, it's like maybe like the 4th place winner at the Olympics. It's not straight up Usain Bolt. Gallade. Here's a question for you. I'm pretty sure in the normal game, he always throws out the Mega last. That might not be the case because it's randomized. So what are the odds? Wait, no, Mega Gallade is Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. I am a smart man. I'm glad it didn't take me more time to realize that, but I'm also upset that I didn't realize it to begin with. Like, I'm gonna have to put a little, like, realization meter on the screen so that it, oh my god, that was just silly. Just forget. I say so many embarrassing things on this show sometimes. Holy crap, that was a lot of damage. I'm really glad you're faster. I hope it's not a speed tie. Yeah, okay, I'm like, please miss. Alright, you're definitely done. That's definitely one-shotting you. That did a lot of damage. If there was Mega Gallade, I would have been screwed. Because I was like, Wingo's got the defense, we can handle it. And wow, yeah. I mean, in retrospect, I 100% should have gone for AX Defend. AX Defend? Come on, you know grammar. I should have gone for an X Defend for sure. Alright, Tangela. despite being pretty strong, Tangela has like 100 special attack, which is not that bad. That's not something to play around with, I would say. Despite that, I'm going to sort of use him as the heal station here. While Tangela's dancing on the field, we're going to go ahead and heal everyone up. See, that's going to be doing nothing. That was pretty impressive considering it's 4 times resisted. You know, all things considered, Tangela's pretty cool. Also, it's really strange to me. We'll just use a hyper, it's fine. I'm like, well, I could use a Moo Moo, but then you'll be 3 down. Let's just not have that conversation. Just use the expensive item, it's not going to bother me in the end. It's kind of weird that, I don't know, Tangela kind of looks like it could only attack using special attacks, but, what the heck do you have? What is the name of the big guy you evolve into? Tangrowth. I was like, I'm pretty sure it has Tang in it. Tangrowth does not look like a special attacker at all. It looks exclusively like a physical attacker. You know, you knocking out that Sky Plate is actually kind of annoying. I think we'll still finish you off, but, you know. Tangela is a Pokemon that I want to use. It's one of those very few Gen 1 Pokemon that I don't think I've ever used before. I really wanted to in my Let's Go Pikachu playthrough, but you just can't get him for so long. Like, it just... I mean, I'm sure there is some way I could have possibly, there's some way I could have possibly, you know, because Gen 1 lets you do stuff so out of order. I could have possibly made my way down and gotten Surf, but I don't know. And then gone back to get Tangela, because you can only get him at, like, the water, like, the grass below Pallet Town. And it's like, man, that takes a while to get to, so... Yeah, someday I will use Tangela, though, and I will get to see just how strong he is. But yeah, it's like, I don't know, it's like I wish I could get you for the water gym, you know? It's like, every time I play through the game, because I was gonna get Tangela, and then the water gym was coming, and I was like, I mean, I could just Pikachu it, but, you know. Anyway, it would appear that Manectric is our big mega, because I think this is your last one. So I cannot go for Mavis, because as we learned an episode or 2 ago, fire. As we learned, fire. So, I think it's gonna be Jeremiah. Jeremiah resists electric and fire, so I think you're kind of the one to do this. Although, you're not gonna be hitting it incredibly hard. You know, I don't know how good its defenses are, but, we're not gonna get to Fusion Bolt it or anything, so I'm gonna have to go for a Dragon Breath. Here goes the Manectite. Oh, man. Ba-boom. We got the Mega Manectric. Intimidate. Oh. Well, then I'm definitely glad I didn't Fusion Bolt you. Ooh. Ooh, he missed the Thunder. I feel bad. I was, like, pretty close to half. What is Dragon Breath power? Like, 60? Yeah. 60. Alright. Alright, then. I will, I'm gonna soak your Thunder. I'm gonna soak it. Oh, even with a Mega Form. And you are now being thrust through time, not time and space, just time. And now you're gone. Sorry, Manectric. Alright. That was a Mega that we kind of had a perfect solution for. Jeremiah is like, there's nothing you have that I don't resist. I suppose, I don't know if he gets like Ice Fang. But like, if he did, I guess that could have been good. But I don't think he gets it by level up, so it wouldn't have mattered. Anyway, it's over. Fools with no vision will continue to befoul this beautiful world. They will go on to until the only thing left to do is squabble over the remaining scraps of hope. Random other hope for Gen 8. Let's not have the villain's final, like... Because, I mean, this is a moment where, like, Lysander truly... He is not, like, an evil man that has just been, like, destroyed. And he's like, I see the error of my ways. He is someone who is just like, I truly believe what I'm doing is right. And we just, like, crushed his soul. It's just playing the happy music while he's just like miserable over there. Look at that. That is misery. And it's like, yeah, you got $11,000 for winning. Hell yeah. I said I wasn't going to talk about the coughing, and then I did. I don't know why it, like, knocks the tears out of me every single time, but we're fine. No, and I think, even if there's only a little bit of something, it's still best to share it. Even you managed to use Mega Evolution. That's because Manectric shared its power with you, didn't it? And not just Manectric, but your other Pokemon, too. I tell you, it cleared my throat, and it kind of went with his just silence. The legendary Pokemon is gone, so you can't use the ultimate weapon anymore, right? You don't have to worry about the future all by yourself. I think everyone should work together to make a better, beautiful world. If that were possible, all wars would have ended long ago. I can only see the future. One where selfish, foolish humans think about nothing other than themselves and steal more and more from one another. It's a tragic future. The only purpose of this device was to bring a Pokemon back to life, but the ancient king transformed it into the ultimate weapon. When the legendary Pokemon awakened, it took back much of its energy, its power that had been sent to the ultimate weapon. There's not much power left, but there is enough to use it once. Wade, Sycamore's pupils, let us live forever. That's right, I shall grant you eternal life. I'll give you the pain of endlessly waiting for a beautiful world to finally be built. Wait, Shauna, let's get out of here. And then the big end of X and Y stinger that will never be answered because Sun and Moon. It feels so great saying that, don't you guys think? I like that Lysander. I like that he, even though he's completely beaten down and then he's lost, he's like, I'm still gonna do it, screw you. He does this multiple times, and I think that's pretty great. But, yeah, like, I cannot describe to you how badly I want X and Y sequels, where, that basically just follow the events of this game. I want to see how is that house still standing? It's like the closest to the, whatever. Whatever, it's a Pokemon cutscene. You know, the world ends 25 feet from there, so I'm not gonna actually complain. It just goes back to the happy music. But, like, I want to see a version of Kalos 6 years later, or whatever. Make it the longest time jump in history. Let's get, like, 10 years, you know, after X and Y. And everyone thinks Lysander is a hero because they never knew that he was evil. I mean, they kind of did, because he was on the Holocaster. So maybe they did, but, like, I don't know, you could pull an interesting story out of that. Or maybe just have Lysander still be alive. And there's still a chance that could happen in Galar in Gen 8. Maybe Lysander's controlling a new evil team, we still haven't seen it. That is, like, the wishfulest of wishful thinking, though. And at the same time, Lysander is probably the least interesting part of Team Player, I don't know. But anyway, phew, I'm so glad you're all safe. I really respect the courage and kindness all of you showed. Thank you, we're all fine. Are you guys all okay, Tierno?
Yep, as you can see, we're doing great. Thanks for asking. We worked together to save the Pokemon connected to the stones on Route 10.
Or was it Route 10 or 110? I wasn't paying attention.
I wasn't paying attention to the text in my own text box. I mostly left battling with Team Flare to Cena and Dexio, though.
Who are these Cena and Dexio you speak of? We're the masked heroes. Don't worry about it, Tierno. We're doing the best we're all doing the best we could to stop Team Flare's plans. Oh, we have a bit of news for you all. We managed to destroy the machine in Lysander's lab that was spying on people's holocaster transmissions.
So we won't have to deal with Team Flare anymore? Now I can go back to filling up my Pokedex.
So it's finally over, right? We can go back to our adventure, right? Let's go back to Anastar City and start over from where we left off. Everyone's just like, see ya. I didn't say anything. Thank you, Kami. I have so much respect for you as a friend. It's because I respect you that I want to beat you in battle as your rival. I really mean it. Alright, well, I'm afraid, Serena, it's not gonna happen. Anyway, I forgot you show up.
A long, long time ago. A very long time ago.
How did you get out, by the way? How did you get... like... I don't know, whatever. It was like, even if Zero Sick was like, oh god, Team Flare just lost, I gotta get out of here, why would he bother letting AZ out? Like, I don't know. Whatever. I guess it's unimportant. The man made an ultimate weapon. Using it required the life force of many Pokemon. The Pokemon granted eternal life learned this. I know. The resurrected eternal Pokemon left the man's side. The man was surprised and sad. He had revived it so they could be together. Day after day passed, but they were never to meet. Eventually, he became a mere shell of a man condemned to wander forever by the light of the weapon. And a Pokemon that also wanders eternally. Where is it now? What do I have to do to meet it? Dude, you know what would actually be cool? I mean, I don't know. AZ's story, it kind of ends in this game, you know? So it's like, oh, they can't really take it anywhere. But it would be kind of interesting. It would be kind of interesting if we had a game set in timeline-wise before X and Y, and he just is there. Like, he says a man eternally wandering. It does not take you very long to wander the entirety of the Kalos region. So it's very unlikely he's been actually wandering this one region for 3,000 years. So, what if it just, there was just an event in Sword and Shield, where it was just like, hey, did you see the news? There's like a super, like, 7 or 9 foot tall man walking through, this town, and then you can fly there and see him, and maybe battle him or something. Like, that would be really cool. I want more cross-generational stuff, you know? But anyway, I've gone to the box so we can look at our new legendary, but I guess we can look at all the captures we've gotten recently, because we haven't come back to the box in a while. So anyway, first up, I guess we can do this, so we can actually see what your natures do. We've got a plus special attack, minus defense fracture. Not super good. I mean, it's not gonna, like, ruin you, I don't think. And you got that weird rivalry ability. Yeah, like, that's not gonna ruin you as a Pokemon, but not a great ability. And, pretty good moves. Honestly, Dragon Claw level 34? That's pretty sweet. I like Fracture, he's cool. And we have Paprika, of course. Plus defense, minus speed. Again, that's kind of like, alright, whatever. You know, Growth, Magical Leaf, Leech Seed, Synthesis. Ironically, you have a worse looking moveset than our not evolved dragon over here. We've got Rhea, who has got Aqua Ring, Uproar, Muddy Water, and Rain Dance. You've got plus special attack, minus attack. I would have assumed that would be good, but maybe you're a physical attacker? I honestly don't remember. And then we've got Wallace with a neutral nature, Assurance, Screech, Moonlight, and Mean Look. Avery, minus attack, plus defense. That's fine, I think. I don't know. And then, of course, Weston holding a relic vase. That is bizarre. Hold on. Did the person who made the randomizer do that? Or... no, that doesn't make any sense. That's really weird. Why are you holding a Gen 5 item? Why? Why are you holding that? That's really bizarre. I think that's like a Gen 5 item, isn't it? Or are there new relic items in this game? That's really weird. But either way, you've got plus special attack, minus special defense. Not great. You really, like, you're a physical attacker, but it doesn't, again, it like doesn't ruin you. You have a lot of defense. I didn't realize you were so bulky. Anyway, pretty cool. Pretty cool. And yeah, now we can go ahead and we can go and continue on. We got a whole route to go. Honestly, weird little thing. You know, maybe this is a good question to the vid. When you think of, or are there any routes that you associate with a generation? Maybe I'll find a better way to say this. Maybe I will put it only as Gen 6. But when I think of Gen 6, I think of this route. And I don't know why, but it's like this route and then the route after the town, the Koraway town. Those two routes are like from Anastar to Snowbell. Is it Snowbell or is it a different one? I'm forgetting the dang name. I don't know, but that little thing until Ice Town, that's like, this is what I think of when I think of X and Y. Do you have a minute? I'd like to talk to you face to face. Let's meet in Koraway Town. Wait, Snowbell is from Gen 4, isn't it? What the heck is this one called? Hold on. Or is it? I really don't remember. I'm pretty sure, wait. I think Snowbell is Gen 4. No, this is Gen 6, okay. I'm glad I remembered. I'm partially glad that I remembered, and partially embarrassed that I second-guessed myself. Anyway, let's continue on. Let us move along. Oh, and this is a new encounter. Vale etroitwe. I don't speak French. I think, you know, it's probably pretty obvious I don't at this point. I don't know why I bothered saying that. I don't know how to pronounce things like that. Hey, what's up? What's up? Who's up front right now? Who is up front? It is Wingo. Alright. So, do I want to keep training Monfrey? I believe you still have the Lucky Egg. Do I want to keep training you, or do I get everyone to 53? The fact that everyone kind of already is 53 makes me think I should go to like 55. You know, let's start training up to 55. We'll leave you up there, Monfrey. Alright, bring it on, son. With my shorts on, there's no stopping me. I can go anywhere. Kinda. As a child, there are some... well, maybe you're not a child. You're apparently Duchess. But as a child, there are still some places you kind of can't go. Sorry to burst your bubble. Pangoro. Well, I'm not going to stay in. Even if I do have Ring Out. I'm gonna give that a hard no. And I'm going to pray that you don't do the thing. This is the problem with leading with Monfrey. This is really the problem with leading with Monfrey. Also, who do I want to switch to? Do I want to go to, like, Hammond, I guess? Because Hammond resists dark? Alright, we're good. This is the problem with leading with Monfrey, is that if something has Pursuit, I don't get a chance to avoid it, you know? If something has Pursuit, it's going to pursuit me, most likely. You know, but either you don't get it, or you don't have it yet, and either way, I'm pretty happy. So I'm gonna Arm Thrust you. Ba-boom! Dude, you know what else we should get more of in future generations? I want more weird evolution methods. Gen 6 was really cool about that. That's one thing about Gen 6. Holy crap. That's one thing about Gen 6 I think most people can agree on. Your speed fell. I'm going to assume you do not have a priority move. You actually could have gotten, like, Mach Punch. Maybe I shouldn't have risked that. But, like, Gen 6, I think, was really good about giving us interesting evolutions. Like Pangoro. Put a Dark type on the team, have Pancham learn from them and become a Dark type. Awesome. I love that so much. You know, and then you've got, like, what's his name? I'm zoning out. Inkay. Hold your 3DS upside down to get Inkay. Okay, alright, sure. And I think we have... Is Inkay one of the confirmed Pokemon for Sword and Shield? I think it is. That actually interests me, because it's like, how are they gonna do that? How are they gonna, like... Are they gonna make it so you can only evolve it in handheld mode? I don't know if they would do that. I don't know, I mean... I'm assuming the Switch can tell if you're holding it upside down, but I don't actually know. I don't actually know if it can. And, if it can, I guess it'll be a handheld-only evolution, which would be very interesting. That would be quite interesting. Although they, you know, I don't think anyone would complain if they decided, like, oh, since it's not a 3DS anymore, we're gonna add the Topsy-Turvy dial, and it's a new item that he has to hold to evolve. You know, like, I certainly wouldn't complain about that. That's completely fine with me. But, it's like, it was so cool that for a while it was the upside down. I do hope it, continues to be holding it upside down, because it's pretty sweet. Do we still have Cut? Yes, we do. We have been holding on to Cut, thanks to Mavis, for quite a while now. God, it's weird. There's a part of me that still feels like Mavis is, like, the new go-getting member of the team, but it's like Mavis has been around since before the 3rd gym. Like, it's weird. It's just a weird little thing. I think it's because so much of our team has survived for so long. Like, let me just get a good look at our team right now. And this happens a lot with our series, because I don't tend to lose Pokemon. But it's like, Fiesta, our starter, still here. Hammond was our 2nd starter, still here. Monfrey was one of our earliest encounters, still here. And it's like, Mavis was before the 3rd gym. Did I say 2nd a minute ago? I meant 3rd. I don't remember if I said 2nd or 3rd. Maybe this is before the 3rd gym. Like, Wingo and Jeremiah are the new ones. And, like, they still have been through a couple things, or Jeremiah at least. I don't know, whatever. They've both been through a little bit at this point, but it's just so cool. I really like... This may be a shocking take, but I really like that we don't lose Pokemon a lot, because I really love getting attached to our Pokemon, both because I have this, like... There's a part of me that's like, superstition is real, and if I love them, they will pull out amazing things for me, but also just, like, the fact that amazing things happen, and it feels so much better when it's, like, with this Pokemon that we have grown to love. When Fiesta killed that Palkia, you know, it was like... It was monstrous. That is going to hurt a lot. Okay. That was very, very interesting timing. That is one thing I can say, is that was extremely interesting timing, Flareon. While I'm sitting here talking about, I love Fiesta, I love my Pokemon, and they do crazy things. Fiesta survives on 4 HP. Like, there was a moment, I'm so used to Flareon being bad, because of the previous generations, you know? Back in Gen 3, Flareon was trash. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, maybe not trash, but it was pretty bad. Flareon was not very good. You know, it's not fast, and it had to use special moves, because fire moves were special back then. And, I was not expecting the single strongest physical fire move to come out of it suddenly. So, yeah. Dude, it's so funny. It's like... It's become apparent that in a Nuzlocke, a Dragon type is like a 100% necessity. Like, it's really something else. How, like, Dragon and Steel are like the if you don't have these, you are limiting yourself so much that you are almost certainly going to lose Pokemon. Because, like, Dragon resisting Fire, Water, Grass, you know, all that stuff, super nice. Steel, especially back in the day, resisting so much, just crazy. But yeah, that was a little much. I was not expecting, you know, you don't usually expect your heart to fall and become a part of your lungs. Or your heart, well, your lungs are kind of become part of your stomach. Just pretend I didn't say that. But yeah, you don't expect that to happen. When it does out of nowhere, it's like, all right. I keep forgetting also that Fiesta does not resist fire, which is honestly probably Ludicolo's biggest problem. It's probably the fact that it does not resist fire, because it's kind of a water type first and foremost. Like, it learns Surf, most players are going to give it to their Ludicolo, so like, if it doesn't get any good grass moves, it's going to be mostly a water type, so the fact that it doesn't resist fire really brings it down. But either way, I've just realized how long we've been recording for. Maybe this is a good sign that I'm feeling better about myself, or maybe it's just a sign that I'm rambling more than I usually do, but that seems a little unlikely. Either way, that's going to be it for this episode, guys. If you did enjoy this one enough to give it a like and share it, I'd greatly appreciate that. And if you want more awesome Pokemon content, subscribing would help us both out. This has been TheSilverSlasher, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.